Self-confidence and self-esteem are essential to pursue what we desire. Confidence is what sets apart feeling inspired and taking our goals seriously, between merely attempting something and seeing it through to the end. Confidence and self-esteem are the forces that support us even when we fail. The confidence we firmly believe in is the result of the experience we have accumulated in a specific area of life. It is important to realize that confidence is not found outside of ourselves or in the approval of others. Confidence comes from within us and manifests in how we treat ourselves. I firmly believe that if we feel insecure and have low self-esteem, it's because we give too much space to our ego and behaviors that contribute to such a state. An individual's destiny is influenced by their perception of themselves. Some people take years to understand their true identity, while others may realize everything they need in an instant. There are essentially two options in life: to be self-assured or not to be. Being in the middle, that is, not existing, is not a valid choice. If you exist, you must decide whether to be self-assured or not. No person with strong self-esteem has built their confidence effortlessly. Even a tree, to withstand strong winds, must learn to bend enough not to break. It is not about having confidence or feeling secure at all times, as that would be unattainable and unrealistic. Rather, it is about learning to manage the situations in which we want to feel secure. A common thread connects the two extremes: great confidence and strong self-esteem. You must learn to balance yourself on that thread and become your life, transforming into the person you want to become. Your confidence and self-esteem are inseparable, overwhelming, and as powerful as a rushing stream of water. They are the core of your existence. You already possess these qualities, you just need to learn how to fully utilize them, just like a samurai is one with their sword, or an actress completely transforms into the character they portray. A skillful pilot learns to understand the track through experience, grasping the dynamics turn by turn and testing their limits to successfully surpass them. They have a clear vision of the entire path they have traveled thanks to study, sacrifices, patience, failures, and successes. Like anything else, it's easy to appreciate the greatness of others only after they have achieved and completed their feats. However, if you're not willing to make sacrifices to take control of your life, then don't do it. On the other hand, if you intend to do so, you can't wait for others to debunk your insecurities. You can't wait for others to experience things on your behalf. You can't delegate the responsibility of your choices to others. You can't and shouldn't allow it. If you desire change, you can't let the judgment of others negatively influence you to the extent of turning you into a complete fool. You must stop believing that the judgment of others can impact your actions, because if it does, it's you and only you allowing it. The judgment of others is not a definitive verdict. You need to understand that the judgment of others is simply their judgment, neither more nor less. Does this mean you have to inflate your ego like a balloon, proclaiming to be the best in the world, the most beautiful, or the greatest in any field that exists? Absolutely not. Because once again, you would be comparing yourself to what surrounds you, forgetting that you are already an extraordinary person just as you are. You're already a wonderful person just the way you are. You are stronger and smarter than you imagine. The person you have to face and overcome every day is yourself. The best, those who achieve victory, who reach great goals and results, don't only challenge external opponents, they challenge time, their own strength, and their limits to surpass them. They don't give up in the face of difficulties. They put themselves out there and are willing to take risks. That's what winners do, and you must behave the same way. You must understand that the mistakes you make are lessons that propel you towards the future you desire. If you do things with passion, dedicate yourself wholeheartedly to what you believe in, and learn to overcome challenges, you will discover that everything you need, everything you require is already within you. You must stay on course when things don't go as planned. Believing in oneself is essential to successfully face the challenges and difficulties we encounter along the journey of life. We must learn to develop increasing self-confidence without fearing criticism and without ever feeling inferior to others. Self-confidence stems from the ability to make courageous decisions, accepting our flaws and mistakes, but never losing sight of our goals. What you need is not just greater assurance, but also the ability to manage situations where you desire to feel more secure. The key in this case is practice and repetition. Self-confidence is built on solid foundations acquired through experience. Don't wait to face all experiences on your own. Learn from others, from those who have already encountered similar situations. Keep in mind that there is a difference between self-confidence and arrogance. Self-confidence means thinking, I am the best version of myself, while arrogance is the belief of being the best in the world. Feeling more secure in oneself when it comes to self-confidence and self-esteem also involves being open to learning from others. While healthy competition can serve as motivation, feeling confident in oneself doesn't necessarily mean surpassing others. It doesn't make sense to run away from your problems because regardless of where you go, your mind and thoughts will always accompany you. It's better to focus on inner change rather than trying to modify what is external. If you don't struggle and exert effort, you will never discover what you could achieve. If you let yourself be overcome by the first difficulties and don't push beyond your limits, you will never have the opportunity to see what you could accomplish. It's like the story of the miner who stops digging when they are 1 meter away from the goal. It's incredible to think that you have put in so much effort and sacrifice only to give up just before reaching the objective. You ask me if it's worth it. Personally, even if there were kilometers left to go, I would face them because I will never succumb to the excuses or fears telling me that it's too difficult or that I can't do it. Self-confidence and self-esteem are crucial for every individual's life. Losing or neglecting our security and self-confidence means throwing in the towel. Self-assurance is the ability or belief in oneself to complete any task, regardless of the odds, difficulties, or adversities we may face. If you feel trapped in doing things due to insecurity and believe you have low self-esteem, why don't you simply accept the fact that skills can be learned and that you are capable of doing the same? Do you wish for things to happen all at once without putting in any effort? I'm sorry to debunk this utopia, but the only thing that happens without any action is nothingness. Even to die requires a certain degree of effort. Being in an unpleasant situation requires the same level of commitment needed to change it. The difference is that you are so accustomed to staying in your current situation that you don't even realize it. Your insecurity in making changes is fueled by the idea of not knowing what might happen afterward. And it's your imagination of the after that influences your response of feeling secure or not. It's how you prepare for the after that determines your sense of security. It doesn't mean you have to deceive yourself about who you are, what you can do, or how things might turn out to feel secure. It's about believing in your potential and your abilities. Our neurology is capable of creating biochemical connections and transmitting targeted impulses to various components of our body. Every action has a reaction, and you can choose to shape this process by choosing to change, to act differently. This is an integral part of reprogramming your neurology. It's amazing how quickly we can learn. For example, if we were to go up to a high floor of a building and make you believe that you're about to jump off, creating fear, I'm sure that fear would settle in you like a nail being driven into a point. Yet even that is a way of learning. I wonder if we can learn such things so quickly, even if they have no real effects. Why can't we learn in the same way to free ourselves from attitudes that don't serve us? That's where the key lies. But nobody said you don't have to do anything. You need to know specifically what to do to generate changes, and I can teach you how to do it. Whatever makes you insecure, There's only one possibility: change. Nobody says it will be easy. But to achieve what we desire, we have to program our success. We have to fight for victory. We have to train to shape ourselves. We have to educate ourselves to broaden our horizons. You are the compass, the seas are yours, the approaching storm is imposing. And with all your might, grit your teeth. What I want is for you not to stop, not to let go. Whatever happens, don't wait. There will never be a perfect moment, a right moment, or a suitable moment. You have to desire it with all your being. You have to put your heart, body, and spirit into it. Whatever happens, start from where you are with whatever means you have available. But start. Along the way, you will find the best tools, and if you don't find them, create them yourself.